Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo matatag, lakad matatag!
Normally.
You can't have Chalice just pushing the lane out.
He might be in trouble, Xnova. He should go down.
More than might.
Yeah, there we go. First blood's going to be picked up eventually for Liquid, and you'd love to give it to Zai, but Boxy snagged out himself, so a great start for them down bottom.
You expect that to be the case in any Vital Gen, but it just wasn't enough. There's just so much action on the quad side. Top, though, they're looking to make a little bit of a play here onto Kaka. He's body blocking, though, to make sure that Ana might be able to get a few of these hits in onto the Bristle, and oh, the miss! The miss!
Oh, no! The miss! They made it so they trade each other's lives. Oh, God.
Oh. To get those Bristles going.
What's Insane you're up to back here? This is, this is the enemy's territory, brother. Ah, distraction. It's just so they can take the tier 1. I understand. He's making them work for it, because meanwhile, bottom lane as well. Insane will go down, but Zai's also in trouble. Well, the distraction doesn't particularly pay off, it looks like, for Liquid, as RNG gets some pretty big kills across the map.
I think they're actually...
Just gonna say, you think it might be a bit too difficult for them to be able to contest that stack, however?
I think it's going to be a lot difficult.
He's in a lot of trouble top lane. He's got the Spike Carapace to work with, but the Goose and Quills are stacking up, and even Insania nearby to be able to refresh the abilities, and Insania's going to look for the yoink. Matu will chase him down with ease, and meanwhile, down bottom by the outpost, Xnova's in a peculiar position, to say the least, as Boxy and Zai in combination together. We'll get another kill for Liquid across the map. The sentry, they're going to see Kaka shortly. Yeah, Matu is aware of this. Instantly looking to TP in. And they can take the fight on Liquid. They need to bring the numbers.
They do take the hard camp, though, on RNG, so that's a bit of a bonus coming out.
But they target down, though. Matu's going to run down Chalice. Soaking away the damage onto the Marcy at the moment. That's not the key target you want to take out of the fight, as Matu can step in without a care in the world. Midgate's going to show up as well, but they will lack the control. Just TP? Oh, just TP. Oh, nothing they can do.
Yep, that is the one area that they're lacking, right? They don't have the greatest ways to lock it down.
Just runs into the Nether Toxin, gets the first stun into the Impale follow-up, and RNG, they've got 2 members that can join instantly.
And that highlights the importance of having that BKB on Zai, right? He's got the Dragon faster. Looks like they're ready to make the rotation through on RNG. With the smoke, 5 men. They don't have the Dream Call yet, though, on Somnus. They want to see if you can try and take out Boxy. I think that's the great start.
Gonna scout them out. Kaka's gonna look to move forward as well. Matu's in trouble with honest damage. Matu should go down to start the fight. That is a perfect start for RNG, but Liquid, they're looking to hit back. Mickey's gonna find the Nyx Assassin off to the side. A 4-on-4, but can they continue? And even Kaka's gonna look to buy back as well. They want to take this Aegis advantage away from Liquid.
Got the one silence coming through from the
vision to go for the steal. Mickey's trying to line up, but Roche isn't low just yet to get the jump. Gotta be cautious of Ana's help. Well, he's in with the Sunder, but Xnova trying to protect him, but it's not enough coming through from the shield. Aegis gonna be snagged up from Chalice for the coil, leashing Liquid inside of the pit as RNG. You lose Ana, but you take so much more out of this team fight.
Oh, that was just so unfortunate for Matu. Like, he just hit his big angle.
Very difficult. Look at the positioning out of Xnova. Really nicely done from the support on RNG. Just playing in front of this Terrorblade. Okay, Smoke's gonna pop. Does he jump without getting the vision? Gonna see Xnova for the moment. The Spike Carapace gonna hold
what
him
a
back.
Carapace!
Oh, Kaka! What have you done to them? Liquid, they weren't ready. The counter initiation was on point as Kaka's Nyx Assassin. We brought it up. He had to be the X factor for them in this game, and we
their way as well. This is something that I was talking about during the draft, is that RNG are going to suffer from this when meta's not available. Abaddon Nyx provides you basically nothing.
Kaka, he eats the remnant, they get the stun follow-up. Mickey's in trouble. They need a way to be able to protect the Void Spirit. That's where the Force stuff can come into play. And then Matu picks up the double damage dribble, just charging to the middle, bashing down one, moving to the Terrorblade next. Ana He turns it back around with the Sunder. The buybacks are coming up from RNG, but can they reconnect to the team fight fast enough? As 8th, the Remnant will hold back the escape for the Terrorblade. They've got to dissimulate to get the kill. It's all on Somnus now to turn the fight back around. He secures the double.
Tick. The stuns
he jaunts
again.
away. Karkar's going to move forward as well. Off the mark, Josh with the stun. Chelsea is going to try and charge up the high gun as well, but they need to respect Liquid. Matu back in the action, and he wants revenge, and he'll find it on X-Nova. An easy kill to the Abaddon for the control. That's one thing that's lacking on Liquid for the moment. They can't keep the puck locked into place. So Somnus, he'll be out to the right side, but Chalice, he will not have the same fate. Matu will easily chase down the Razor, securing a big kill to the offlaner on RNG, and Somnus will continue to clean up the fights though.
Oh, what a big fight for Liquid. Just being able to finally turn something around. You love Marcy, all that extra movement speed, the rebound basically completely negating the effects of the reflection.
Here's cool and all.
More than that.
Mickey, don't go for it. Mickey, don't go for it. First stun. Oh, he's going to pop a BKB and actually look to turn onto Karkar. And the big kills, they're going to be able to find it, but they haven't got the kill just yet.
Though.
And now meanwhile, Chalice in the middle of the fight. A BKB is going to charge back Matu, has it locked onto the static link, so Liquid. A successful retreat, but they do lose out on Boxy now. Ana just charging forward. Silver's Edge break is out. Zai's not going to be long for this world. 2 kills and Somnus is looking for more. They've got the coil if they want to drop it, but it will not be required. He's going to use it actually afterwards as Insania moves up to the higher gun, and they'll get the kill afterwards.
No buyback on Boxy. You've got it on Insania and Zai, but Ana realizing the silence off, but it's not game winning. You're always going to be able to BKB, and well, now with the creeps hitting onto that mid-tier 1 tower, their movement's obvious. They're forced to come back.
So now for Liquid, you got to be cautious because Insane. Oh, Karkar just misses the stun, and now it's going to be inside the base with no follow-up, but RNG, they just beeline to the middle. They're going to make sure Karkar does not go down without any assistance. Ana's in trouble though. It's Sandra at the last second, buying some time, but Matu with the bashes. Abyssal Blade as well, but Ana's going to be able to get some distance thanks to the Terror Wave. He'll turn to kill up Matu. They're going to be cautious though because the buybacks, that's how they can come back into this team fight. As they'll just leave Ana alone, feeding him to the wolves with RNG. That is still a success in the end. That is multiple buybacks forced out of Liquid.
Without that Terrorblade being available. So Liquid feel confident enough to leave the base and try and pick someone else off. So again, just using that Nether Toxin to shove out mid.
They're going to see Karkar.
Alright.
Somnus going to try and counter-initiate as well. A Cold's going to hold them back for the moment. Chalice wants to enter the fight, but Mickey's going to make sure that's not a possibility. Now with the Viper Strike, Chalice has got X-Nova playing behind it, but the Aphotic Shield will only delay the inevitable, making Matu more angry. He wants to take it out onto Somnus, but Abash will not be lucky enough to hold down the puck.
Give Liquid any breathing room.
Big ward inside the base for RNG. They're dipping it out. They have confirmation with the sentry there. It'll be difficult to move up and D-ward though. RNG, they've gotten some extra territory up, and meanwhile, hang on, they've got to be cautious. The Nether Toxin instantly with the Spike Carapace gives them a window to get rid of Zai, and now Chalice is going to look to charge in the middle as well. However, with the buyback coming up from Zai, the Scepter on the Viper Strike is going to slow them down through the BKB, but Ana is just pushed up forward in the middle of it all, under the T4 towers. The Sunder's going to time out, so a look to turn to deal with Mickey, but Matu's gone unaddressed in this team fight so far. Let's secure the first kill to Chalice. It's going to look to turn to try and deal with X-Nova as well, as 2 hits down the Abaddon. No messing around for Matu's damage. They still have to respect RNG. Ana is no joke on this Terrorblade. Mickey, gotta be cautious. There's the counter. Instant silence to the stuns, but Matu's in once again. And Manta's gonna buy some time for Ana. He's got the second life to play with. It's only gonna be him with Somnus to protect Ana's life. And it looks like there's nothing the puck can do to keep Ana alive long enough to find the Sunder to refresh the health. As Liquid somehow, some way, will keep themselves in this game 1. They might just charge it, X-Nova.
Big.
Parker's going to be in, trying to get rid of the mana. The buyback's going to come out, but they might be able to block Matu. Looks like the rest of Liquid. It's going to leave Matu on an island.
But the BKB Satanic is back up to full health, but there will no one be around to capitalize on this opportunity, as he at least will take one person into the grave, as Chalice will join him 6 feet under. For the moment. Meanwhile, Ana off the right side as well. Martu's going to try and charge on forward. Abyssal Blade out for the moment. Ana, can he get a Sunder target? He's trying to stand his ground. Mano against the bristleback, and they'll turn around. Martu tries to pop the Satanic, getting a little bit of bonus health back. Mike's going to be in with the combination as well. As Ana's down. That's the dieback, and a Liquid. An incredible opportunity to take this game one, coming back from near death. Is there on the hunt? Pursuing more RNG. You need to retreat as a team as Somnus and Chalice in combination together. The teammates are back in. They'll get rid of Marcy, but Martu, he wants to take them out of this game.
How are the lanes looking? Mickey's doing his best to try and shove that middle one in. They've even got the Book of the Dead. It's doing work. It's shoving in the lanes a little bit lower.
This is going to be...
This could be it.
A miracle hold from RNG.
Chalice is like, look at me, don't look at the base.
And Chalice, he's separated Martu. He's onto X-Nova as well. Mickey's got the damage. Somnus is looking to make some space. They won't be able to keep up to him. But meanwhile, Martu, he sits onto the throne. They've got the glyph to hold them back, and they've done it. Liquid have done it. They've come back 60 plus minutes to take game one over RNG.
You had the Keeper of the Light last game on Liquid, right? But again, if his Batrider's in lane, just buy a stick. Weaver, okay. I mean, the catch isn't amazing coming through here from RNG, but it's a hero that we haven't seen picked up too much. I think we've seen a couple.
Straight to Chalice. They don't care about Kaka. They want the more valuable kill coming out onto the Viper, and they will find it. That also gives the level 2 for Boxy to work with. Just going to jump on forward, looking to play around with the body blocks, enabling Martu.
Rotation to be able to steal away the bounty. So, okay. Might be suffering a little bit here. Doesn't have any way to keep his regen going against Somnus. Do have 3 people camped up top though, but this, they've just removed all of these trees to be able to play around, so you're not going to get any kind of backstab going. Bot lane, it's Ana as well as X-Nova able to get a kill onto Zai. It happens when you leave him solo, as well, another dispose coming through from Boxy, and again that concoction is so difficult to have to play into.
Boxy's going to jump onto Chalice instead, so Martu still is able to find a concoction target. And now they're going to consider about chasing down Kaka. Boxy has to dispose up in a couple of seconds. A drag back into Insania, and this is really big. Not only did they get the kills, but the lane is now shoved under the tower, so no one on RNG are going to be soaking up the gold or the experience from that wave.
I mean, the old adage going way back to
Mickey in the river? They're going to get Somnus killed as well. Mickey's got the shield crash to play with to be able to secure the kill. X-Nova's going to be able to rotate over. Same with Kaka. The shield crash damage mitigation comes out a little bit too late to keep the Pain Goes life. And now RNG, with the nukes from the Purifying Flames, get the second. But they consider Insania. Kaka has got the level 3, so the shards to work with. Insania is going to be trapped inside the jewel from RNG, and it looks like they will come out on top as the support's reigning supreme. Then you're going to be a fan of that as a natural support player.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you love to see this early impact coming out, especially from someone like a Tusk. This is what you pick the hero to see. Just that level 3 timing, rotate around the map, brawl around these power runes. Like I was saying, it's so important that Mickey is able to maintain some level of control over them.
Chalice is in trouble. Boxy's able to get the toss back. Kaka's going to look to move on forward. The snowball will buy him some time, but Liquid, they've already done way too much damage before Kaka arrived, and now they're even going to consider about chasing the Tusk, because Boxy, again, will have the abilities back up to close the distance, and look at the body blocks coming out. 2 heroes going from hitting to blocking, back to hitting, which will help Boxy find his double kill.
Not too often that you see Alchemist prioritize killing people.
Zai might be in a bit of trouble. Ana and X-Nova. Ana's going to have to Sakuchi back up, but looks like Zai, the movement speed, just gets back to the tower.
Wildwing nearly killed Zai.
Oh, we're not done just yet, baby. Mid lane, Mickey. Oh no! A little bit of miscommunication there. Boxy tossed back Mickey, and Somnus still doesn't have the damage to get the kill, but the Rolling Thunder's expired. Boxy's gonna self up and look to move back in, but Somnus has got the level 6 to play with an X-Nova. He could give him a Mako to turn it back around for the extra mana and damage, but it looks like that's not required. The Swashbuckle at the last second to get the kill, and meanwhile, top lane, We got another kill as well as Chalice in conjunction. Nothing escaping my eyes. I can see them, down bottom. Arna's getting farmed by the outpost. Meanwhile, I'm watching RNG start to move top. In particular, Kaka looking to put some pressure onto Insania, but maybe he's bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. He needs Chalice to try and step in with the damage for the Viper, but this is a big trade if they can get Martu a 1-for-1, but of course RNG continuing to slow down the Alchemist's game.
You're very happy to get those one against you. So just a hero that's looking to spam out his abilities is the best possible counter to it. Weaver wasn't on my mind, but it's a great pick.
This is something that we see so often for RNG. That thought is Mickey. Maybe some trouble. He might be forced to pop the ultimate, but Somnus is even in the vortex to make sure that is not a possibility. This is one thing that we see RNG do so often and to great success, which is always a big reason of why they can take games, is just the rotations from the supports, and in particular Kaka as well. This guy has been everywhere. 8 assists. Hope that is top. Martu will run into X-Nova. Looks like on a bit of an expedition into the jungle. Charles gonna try and get in range as well to stack up the poison. Has finally got a slow onto Insania, but will not be able to catch up. And now Chalice, maybe he's the one in trouble. Nikkei's gonna sweep to top as well. So it looks like Liquid getting multiple kills across the map, but meanwhile it's bottom lane where we see another death onto Zai.
What's happening, man? 22 kills at 9.
Radar, but you need to play with him early to give him that good game.
Yeah, you need to play with them early. I think Soul Ring bottle is like necessity now. You can't get away with just the bottle anymore because of the amount of mana that's needed for the zips. Will they be able to get another kill in onto here? Doesn't seem like they'll be able to get more than Insania. Actually, maybe. Having the rebound already used.
They're going to go for Montu instead on the right side. Oh, man, Somnus and X-Nova, just way too much damage. Now, Boxy will try and TP, but X-Nova ults in, swipes out away.
5-1-7.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. My God, dude, and look at
against a Winter Wyvern. These heroes need to die, and they need to die quickly. You've got the burst damage for it, but not the initial lockdown. So this is a game where I can see it work.
Smoke on smoke. Mickey's going to have an opportunity to play with the Rolling Thunder. They want to try and target Oracle first. If they can get rid of him out of the fight, that's a big support to be able to provide with the sustain. They'll get rid of X-Nova. They're going to try and move their attention out to the west side as well, as now Chalice is the next on the agenda. The Viper's able to stand his ground for the moment, pumping in damage. So Ana's going to look to try and clean up, but Boxy with a great read of the TP out into the tree line, and now Mickey. Oh, he's the sole hero left up top for Liquid, and he won't be here for too long as Kaka rolls in and uppercuts him to the sky.
30 kills in 12 minutes. I have a replay of that fight. And yeah, it's all about finding the Oracle. Like, they put so much emphasis on being able to take him out. He nearly got the false promise off onto himself as well, but with that heavy of a commitment coming through, it just meant that RNG were able to turn it around.
As they're onto Chalice under the T1 tower, Kaka's going to try and get in range for the snowball, but he eats a crap load of damage before he gets in range. So 2 heroes gone to start the fight, but maybe they can turn it back around with Somnus and Ana showing up. It's going to be cautious about the control coming out afterwards. Lincoln's going to be popped. Do they want to chase down on Liquid? Somnus has not got too much mana to work with. They zip into a TP, but maybe they'll just go for the easier target in X-Nova. As Mickey's nearby, Zai's going to have to follow up as well, as Ana will have to watch his position 5 die.
Yeah, hopefully not himself as well. He eventually has moved into that Possessed Mask just because he's a little bit low on the old HP. And now it's about... for both sides, what we're looking for. I mean, they haven't taken any towers right now on Liquid, so they're going to be looking to itemize, to move towards there.
Look at the T1 tower. Zai's going to consider about stepping in, trying to get that lasso, but X-Nova and Kaka, beautiful target priority, will turn away from dealing with the Marcy. They recognize that we need to control the Batrider to make sure that our Storm Spirit's going to be safe in this fight.
Try and go in here. Rebound.
Mickey's actually going to find the Storm in the tree line. Mickey, beautiful read of Somnus' position.
Yeah, they knew he was a little bit low on mana, so worth going for the random guess there. Also, you just have that movement coming through from the rest of the team. They realize how important it is to open up the map for them. Now they don't need to be quite as worried about Martu's positioning because he's going to have this safer place to be able to farm, even just further assisted by this Observer Ward inside.
Dude, Kaka's got a blink already. What is that? Although the cold embrace, Insane's going to buy a little bit of time for Mickey, and it looks like they're going to try and turn it around. He doesn't have an opportunity to get the Rolling Thunder off as the Purifying Flames will blow up the pain, go put Martu's into the middle. They're still going to be cautious though, as Chalice is going to wrap from the northern side as well. He'll target down Zai. They're going to now turn their attention to Martu, as Karka's going to be in with the punch. There's nothing Martu can do to look to escape. Insane's going to buy some time, but that will only delay the inevitable, as they even cancel Insane's TP on the higher ground as RNG find 4, and they only lose out on X-Nova.
Yeah, so much emphasis again being put in onto that Oracle. That's really why I want to see this variations, but I feel like Liquid need to try and up the tempo a little bit, because you're already falling behind with an Alchemist lineup. Something's got to change. X-Nova has to die, Karka has to die, so they can't just run it.
One zip in, Somnus. The follow-up's going to be a bit... Oh, Snowball actually from the low ground, so Karka will be able to close the distance. They blow up the Panga, which is again a key component in the team fight, but the Batrider flies in, controls Somnus, so we're 1-for-1 to start the fight. Boxy's going to look to deal with the Oracle throughout the river, so Liquid, they might be able to turn this around if they can control Ana. That's where Insane can come into play. A curse into the concoction fall, but look at Karka just waiting to find the snowball, but it's too late. They get rid of Weaver, now they can turn to Karka next for Chalice. Beating down Batrider from the low ground. Martu's ready to fight, trying to charge up the stun once again. But it looks like he will not find the jump in.
Super immobile on Chalice, so he's just gonna slowly...
Oh, they might see Martu. They're gonna see the acid spray. And Martu can't BKB TP out because they got Karka nearby. It's gonna be up to Mickey and Zai to turn this one back around. He's gonna try and move in with the Rolling Thunder, but they're just buying time. The Snowball delaying this. They'll turn to deal with the Oracle instead, but it looks like RNG, they've showed up in full force. Mickey's down. Zai will join him in the afterlife as well, but is it a worthy cause? Because you do keep Martu alive.
Available.
Somnus, considering zipping into the middle. They've got the heals with the Rolling Thunder 4. Now Somnus is playing around with the Aegis. They might not even be able to pop the first life though. He's going to fly back into the river. Mickey spies up the Oracle, so it's going to look to take him out of the fight, but Zai, he's separated from the team. So Batrider's going with ease. Mickey will finally be able to deal with the support, and now they can turn to Somnus next as well. So playing with the Aegis, Karka, is he going to look
through from RNG? But this is the factor though, right? You got to make sure that Martu isn't in a position to continue carrying.
Into Mickey, they're going to be cautious they group up because the Winter's Curse can turn it all the way back around. As Insane finds two, Martu will be able to charge up the concoction as well. Look at the AoE follow-up damage as Mickey swashbuckling them down. Somnus will be able to get the zip away, but they don't have the Storm Spirit to turn this fight around as Martu will just chase away one. Meanwhile, off to the side, Zai, they're trying to deal with the support as well, but they don't have the damage to get rid of X-Nova. Once again, the Oracle proving to be a bit too slippery with this Glimmer Cape.
And chain locking it down.
Zai shows top. This is going to give a bit of an opening. Actually, his TP is going to be up in 5 seconds, so he will be able to connect to the team. Gonna have another fight down bottom, though. Oh, Insane, this is a big kill. Yeah. This is a big kill. That's a lot of their team fight and just the defensive factor from the Con Embracing Martu as well. He might have to pop a BKB to look to escape. In fact, they want to turn it around. Mickey with a lot of damage coming out from the swashbuckle. Martu's not going to be able to find a target with the concoction, but the BKB expiring means that they cannot stick around to take the fight. Boxy just TP's out. Mickey with the Rolling Thunder as well, might die to the damage of Ana. One more right click, gonna look for a TP, but meanwhile Martu, he's the one that's in trouble.
He's alone.
No one nearby, alone is Martu. Chemical Rage expired, no BKB to play with. Thought the hard way, they'll make him work for it. Where's the boys? No one's coming. Oh, no X-Nova out of them all gets the kill.
What a Chad. Never in doubt.
Marcy to play with. Ana's going to show top lane as well, and Liquid, they are starting to move to this area. No Karka's nearby. Ana hasn't gotten a glimpse. They're going to see Zai's position. Ana's going to be cautious underneath the sentry, but they want to deal with a Tusk. Oh, Boxy, that's way too much damage. Has it been Somnus? They can turn around at the curse if they want to, and Insania again. A curse onto two. Mickey's got the fall with the Rolling Thunder, but the chain control will not be there. This is
Psych and lasso.
Mickey, he's still trying to target down, but meanwhile to the northern side, the lasso's out, the beacon is expired, and they'll chain control Ana down long enough so they can pump in the damage from Martu's Alchemist.
Really nicely done by him with it. Storm's too far away.
He could zip to free up a slot. Karka's going to be in, but it's a little bit too early. It's a beautiful area for Mickey to be able to take the skirmish. A curse is out once again onto 3 heroes. Martu's going to have the concoction to fall, but they're going to look to target down Roche instead. The Aegis will go into the hands of the Alchemist, and now Martu can look to turn it back around. It's Liquid flying 2 heroes. Ana's going to be protected for the BKB for the moment, but they don't have any vision of where the Weaver has scurried away from. So on this, he's actually considering about going back in, but Mickey protected thanks to the
mana, brother.
playing with the Aghanim shot as well, but Ana is in with the physical damage required to kill off the Pangolier.
Whoa.
Beeline to bottom. A long distance Rolling Thunder as well from Mickey is going to be able to intercept the retreat on RNG. Great timing from the
still hiding in the
snowball, but
trees.
they're able to bounce back into the storm sprint. He dragged the storm into the snowball. Karka! Oh, what a baller! And now the Wyvern's gone. Simon Senior doesn't have an opportunity to use the ultimate. Onto Ana in the middle of the fight. The damage might be enough, but Ana just gets the time lapse off. Gonna look to retreat to the west.
Chalice, that's
but
ballsy.
Liquid, they've got the damage. Chalice would just make it to the high ground. Somnus is nearby as well. It's going to go back in with a 2-man vortex. It is Sam, however, stopping a little bit of the damage coming out from Arnis. They'll turn it, killing off Somnus. And now they've still got the Aegis to work with. Now, Ana, you got to be cautious if you stick around for this round 2. And it looks like we got 74 kills, 35 in. Oh my. Smoke up. Great positioning there from Boxy. He's got the ward on the high ground. Karka might be forced to instantly blink up blind, but Boxy gets the initiation beforehand. They can't group up. The Winter's Curse could cut this team fight into half. The Wyvern hasn't found an opening just yet. In fact, they're going to zip straight away Somnus, recognizing his
alive.
role. Needs to target down Insania, but the Winter Wyvern has got an opportunity once again to find the curse, and now Somnus is in trouble. But that's where X-Nova comes into play. A curse with to buy some time for the Storm Spirit so Somnus can zip down to the low ground, but still Chalice, he's in the danger zone, he's in trouble. As Martu should be able to surround the Viper. He's going to play off the back of his spider legs, and Chalice will actually escape. And now Somnus, he's looking to re-enter the fight because Ana's gone uncontested. As a Weaver just pumping in the damage from afar as RNG will find a 5-man wipe.
And they don't have buybacks. They've got. I'm going to keep quiet on that one.
Don't do it.
All right, here we go. They're setting up again around their ward on the high ground. They're going to pop the smoke. Karka, once again, just in the right position at the right time.
The rest of the smokes haven't popped. Karka needs to be perfect. They're going to drag them away from the Tusk along with the Oracle. That is perfect from Liquid. Zai on the ball, recognizing where the supports were positioning, and now they can chase down Karka as well.
Should have ended the game. But it was just a little bit slow on Karka there, unfortunately. Like, he's made coming up top, so they know exactly where the Winter Wyvern is. They could look to go for a big wraparound here on RNG.
It's a big ward. Martu on the front, but they need to see Insania.
That's not who you want.
Nice scam. Zai's going to move forward. They get Karka, and again, Force Promise is going to be able to come through this time. Meanwhile, inside the river, Mickey kills off the Oracle with no remorse, but Ana is going to look to charge in the middle, need to try and deal with the Winter Wyvern. Insania will retreat to the northern side, but Somnus finds the Vortex, but the follow-up is lacking. The Curse buying some valuable seconds so Liquid can reset out of this fight.
Like, you're pretty happy with that on RNG's side. You're able to go back, contest the Roche. You've still got that high ground vision available, even looking to take away the outpost control. But the stun, oh, just a little bit too late coming through from Mickey.
What a good ward. Mickey,
he's level 25.
He can't overcommit. Karka's going to be in. Insania once again, but it's too late. The Cold Embrace not there fast enough. And Martu, he's not playing with the ultimate as well. This is such a big window for RNG. They'll lose out on Karka to the north side, though Ana cleans up Zai's life. He doesn't have a buyback to work with as well as now Ana. He can get more members of Liquid as they completely separate. A beautiful shot from Karka will put the Alchemist in a vulnerable position where he will not be able to escape. And that could be all she wrote. They don't have buybacks.
They don't have buybacks. They're picking out the Roche, though. Charles is going to...
Gold for buyback. Important for them. Have they got a gem on Radiant? This is ballsy position. Karkar's got a gem. DK's just baiting them to Insania's location. Oh no.
Doesn't have the shard on Viper, so won't be able to pick this one off on his own, but they're looking to make it a naked throne.
Insania. It's me more Somnus actually to the
Found him.
south. They've been able to run it to the pain clear. Somnus might be able to do it by himself.
That's it.
That'll be all she wrote. Throne exposed, and it looks like RNG.
They want the kill.
Oh, right. False promise. This time X-Nova is going to be able to get in range. The last one's been a big issue for them through the second game, but RNG...